I got my intro mixed up. Whatever. Happy friggin' Wednesday, you filthy animals.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
It's good to see you. Where have you been? All week long, here I've been slogging away, trying to come out with new content. Got new stuff on the way. Most recent episode, smashing success on this guy right here. This is, of course, the Geoknife Ethereal, which is by far and away the best value in knives right now, period. And I went over that in my content. Some people were still like, it's still made in China, blah. You can't win them all, okay? I could put all the evidence on the table, and there will be somebody, some nincompoop in the back saying, it's made in China. So of course it's that cheap. They don't know. They don't know. I know because I look at a lot of stuff. If you haven't seen my video on this guy yet, check it out. The best value in knives, hands down. It's basically a premium Kaiser drop bear with good heat treat. 60 to 62 Rockwell cryo treat, Damascus pivot collar, titanium milled handle scales. If you haven't seen the video, go watch it. Best value in knives easily right now. And they've got something for everybody. But that's not what I carry today. What I carry today, content coming soon, sneak peek time. Boom! It's a brand new model from Remette. Let's go. It's one of their screwless designs. Spoiler alert, it still has screws. You just can't see them. But we call it a screwless design because you can't see any. Really excited to get some content out there on this guy. Keep your eyes peeled. Right now they're on sale. Whenever Remette releases a new knife, they always immediately put it on sale. And people don't realize that's the time to get him, because they do go back up to their regular manufacturer advertised price. So yeah, this one's really cool. Keep your eyes peeled for this. Content on that coming soon. And then I carried something else today, but I can't show it to you yet because the content is still in the making, but I'll give you a hint. If you know what these came from, then you might have some idea. Anyways, guys, enough monologuing from me. How the hell are you? Let's go ahead and say hi to the good people in the chat. Marco. What's up, Marco? First person in the chat. I feel like the world is right. What's up, Marco? Thanks for being a channel member. Welcome into Bluetooth Blades, another channel member in the house. We got Ground Fog, Mike and Ike's EDC, Revolving Blades, Vavelsky, Gas Station Knives Forever. He says, well, I reach into my knife case and pull out a gorgeous knife that I haven't played with in a while. Sometimes I forget how many great knives I have. Yeah, there is... Sometimes we get tunnel vision and we're like, you know what? I got this new knife. And then, you know, like a month ago, I got this one. I should carry these two. And we completely space out all the other amazing pieces that might be in the collection. This is how edges stay fresh. I mean, who needs to sharpen a knife? One, you could just rotate between one of 100 knives. But I digress. What's up, the Pawns? Thanks for being a channel member. Let's go. Cicero, channel member for 1 month. Says, I'm here, damn it. Skiffing the Ozark Grail, or am I? When your skiff bearings cost as much as the knife. But is it quality? I don't know. Buy what you like, guys. Buy what, like, nobody cares what I think. Like, people, my most avid followers, my most loyal channel members will fight it out with me in the comment section and remind me just how weird my own tastes are. And then they have the gall to say that I'm the influencer. I'm just a guy with a camera. If you want to skiff your Ozark trail knife, skiff your Ozark trail knife. Enjoy it, man. The Pond says, this remix is messing with me. Let's go. Jim Miller, what's up, Jim? Thanks for being a channel member, Jim. Good to see you, brother. Ed B in the house. He says, Rollshambo, come on down. I'm here, Ed. Ed wishes I would start earlier. I can't. It's not in the cards for me to start earlier. It really isn't. If I could, I would. But there's only so many hours in the day and always so much to get done. All right, I'm going to make sure that music isn't overpowering. What's up, B Devious, another channel member in the house? Dude, shout out to all the channel members. And I'm just letting everybody know, in case you missed it in the last couple live streams, there is a super budget entry-level membership option. If you've been wanting to become a channel member and the $3 commitment is too much, because that's what the entry level was before, now you can get in on the ground floor for 99 cents. If you want access to the members only Discord, the Only Spartans Discord, that's how you do it. Become a channel member. Come join the fun. And we'll get into the Only Spartans Discord here in a bit. We got some pocket checks to check out. I'm excited about that. We got some new knives to talk about. I'm excited about that. It's going to be a good live stream. Lone Star Towboy, what's up? He says, carry of the day is the K-Bar 8-inch Tanto Fighter and the Cold Steel COD 4 clip point. I'm not familiar with the last one. We might have to take a look at that. Gas Station Knife says, I picture Roll walking up the stairs to the song like a fighter to the ring, head down, purple robe, green shorts. What color combination is that? Purple and green? Is that the Joker? That might be the Joker. Nothing wrong with that. The Joker is a unsung supervillain. Cicero says, be ready, gonna be a great night. I'm happy, man. I'm happy that it's Wednesday. I'm happy that we get to do a live stream. You know, so much of my content is like planned out. I take shots, I form an opinion, I have an idea of what I want to talk about. I get to these live streams and I have absolutely no idea. What did I name the live stream again tonight? Oh yeah, we should probably make it about that. Paper Tiger, welcome in. Good to see you, man. Let's go, John Tagamori. Thanks for being a channel member. Good to see you, man. Hold on. We're going. A shout out to the Ponds for the $5 super. What? Thanks, man.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
He says, I'll keep quiet about raisins for the night. Easter is coming, so Robin's eggs. So it's Robin's egg season. Okay. You mentioned to the good people that you don't like raisins one time. You know, I guess it's a good thing I just don't tell people that I don't like Brussels sprouts. Welcome. Thank you so much for the $5 Superman. And yeah, we're getting into it. Welcome into Sharp Obsession, another channel member. Thanks for riding with the channel. We got Miranda Hastings. What's up, Miranda? She says, S30V is a super steel, right? It was on April Fool's Day. There I was in the Only Spartans Discord trying to convince people that S30V was perfectly good for a super steel and you should spend all of the money. And nobody believed me at all. Everyone's down to defend it until they're staring down the, you know, the add to cart button on a $500 knife that has S30V. And then their mind says, but you could get a much better steel for this. Right. Okay. Welcome into Echo Bliss. Good to see you. Thanks for being a channel member. John Blackman in the house. What's up? We got SC Rick. What's up, Rick? Good to see you. B Devious. Welcome in, man. He says, I'm just letting the $3 membership flow every month. I appreciate Roll's take on knives and his Discord is fire. B, thank you so much, man. And I gotta say, guys, like, your support is what makes this possible. Your support makes the channel happen. You know, we're not doing this full time because, you know, as much as I love the channel and it's the only hobby that I have left, it's obviously it's not enough to pay the bills. But my hope is that one day it can be. Maybe one day you can get Rollshambo every single day. I don't know if that's what the people want, but if I had that kind of time on my hands, you betcha. So just so you guys know, all of you, the subscribers, the channel members, the people that leave comments, even the haters, shout out to the haters. Believe it or not, the haters probably help out the algorithm the most because they interact the most. This is something that I try to get newer channels to understand. Just embrace the haters. If they say that you've got funky fingernails in the comment section, that's okay. They're helping out the algorithm. Just say thank you. Just say thank you. Let's go. Gas Station Knife says, put raisins in the coleslaw and you can have 2 knife tubers over for dinner. No. There will be no raisins in the coleslaw. No raisins in this slaw. I refuse. Renee Ramon, what's up, man? Good to see you. He says, hey, I remembered today. Oh, man. Let's go. All right, guys. What a week it's been. And you know what? I mentioned it earlier. I mentioned this knife right here. And I believe I may have received it before other channels. Don't ask me how the voodoo works. I don't know. But I'm going to give you guys a bit of a rundown on it because they're on sale right now and they're not in heavy stock. So if you go to Remette's website, I'll show you guys. Hold on. Where is it? New arrivals. Yeah. So check it out. These are 100% sale prices. I absolutely detest when you go to a retail site and they're like, oh, it's on sale. Like, you know, $50 off. But it's $50 off of a retail price that they raised $50. I hate that. I can confirm that Remette's sales are in fact sales, and these stricken out prices are what the price will go back up to once it's no longer considered a new release for them. So, in fact, if you do want one, my recommendation is to get one while you can. And if you want to support the channel at the same time, check out the post section of my YouTube channel. I did go ahead and post an affiliate link there, and you can, of course, use that or not. But if you want one of these, they've got 2 options. They've got the M390 DLC blade. I don't know if the handle scales are DLC or not. I should probably ask them. But I know that the blade is. And this is a sweet, sweet knife. And I'm really enjoying carrying it. I love what they did with the screwless design. I've been learning new things about this knife for the last couple days. And I got to say, it's great. $250 for that one. If you don't need DLC in your life, maybe you want it to be a bit more plain Jane-esque, they do have the other one for $215. So I'm just letting you guys know now, because if you wait, chances are you'll end up getting in at the $250 price, or for the black one, the $290 price. So my recommendation is, if you see a new Remette and you really like it, do not wait, because they are on sale immediately every time they release. That's something that I figured out. I've watched the last couple of new releases from them. The sale price is going to be their their breast price. I just stumble through it. If this was a recorded episode, I would just cut that out and add it to my bloopers catalog that never sees the light of day. Anyways, just thought I'd let you guys know about that. Let's see. SC Rick up. David V says, was duty for real or was it April Fool's? Are we talking about... So my buddy, Duty's Daggers, He released the video on April Fool's. I couldn't line one up, guys. Sometimes the creative juices just aren't flowing, so I didn't do one. But he came out with a video. He's like, it's happening and it's serious. And he shows this fridge-worthy drawing of a knife design that he tried to integrate all the things that people hate on knife designs. And he tried his hardest to be serious. But like, if you watch his content, I could see the veneer cracking. And I'm like, 3 minutes in, the moment I saw that fridge-worthy drawing, I'm like, nah, April Fools didn't get me, duty. Didn't get me. No, it was definitely an April Fool's. He's not designing a knife. Confirmed. And if he did, he probably wouldn't design it like that one. Gas Station Knife says, why is blue such a common accent color with titanium? You're going to find all the primary colors as main accent colors for titanium because they're good. They contrast well, and they're popular colors. Bill Doyle says, how's the jimping on the front flipper? It hasn't been sharp enough on the last few. I wouldn't call it sharp. I wouldn't call the jimping sharp, but I have no issues. I haven't accidentally slipped off the top yet. I'll say that. I have not. It works good. I'm not really a front flipper guy, though. I like them as opposed to a rear flipper because they don't get in the way of the ergos. And so you can get a full 4-finger grip, no problem. That's nice. For me, it's going to be a deployment hole all day. Deployment hole works really, really good. D10 strength. D10 strength is good, too. The Pond says, I'll upgrade my membership for 10 seconds of outtake bloopers each video. A lot of the bloopers are dumb. A lot of the bloopers are me missaying things. Like, sometimes my brain is far ahead of my mouth. And so, like, I'll get ahead of myself and I'll say something really stupid, or I'll use an incorrect term. And then it's just 10 seconds of me just cursing. And it's just, and that's not really something that I don't know. Maybe you guys want to see that. I try to clean stuff up because I just want it to look good. But sometimes you got to leave certain errors in, and I do. And I get the comments for it too. But sometimes you got to leave certain stuff in so that people know that you're human. The human accent. See, there it is. The human aspect. There it is. The human aspect is important. And so I leave certain stuff in. Like, I'll say stuff and I'll watch it back later and be like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, what the hell? It's not so serious. People want to give me a hard time. That's what the comment section's there for. Gas Station Knife says, the 3-year timeline cracked me up. It was pretty bad. You know who I really feel bad for, though? Is the people that actually took that seriously, and they're like, this is amazing. This is awesome. I'm going to... And that knife is never coming out. Never. Shoot from the hip and miss at the lip, exactly. I don't script things, guys. I don't. Not even my Steel Snobs videos. Those are not scripted. My Steel Snobs videos, what I do is I write down sections and then I reread the sections and then I shoot from the hip. Sometimes I have to retake certain sections if I'm not happy with how they turned out. For my regular reviews, nothing is scripted. If I don't like it, I'll just re-record. Ed B says bloopers for Discord. You guys would be bored. My bloopers are boring. Bill Doyle says, don't ever buy a Sparrow Strix. I'm ruined. I haven't bought a knife in a week. If you're happy, then you're happy. Enjoy that happiness while it lasts. Recently, there was another Knoll Knives voodoo drop with the Techno Carbo. Is it Techno Carbo or Techno Carbon? They sold out. I told people about the drop. Other channels told people about the drop, and then it happened while I was working, and I could not take a bathroom break on time. So I missed. Congrats to all of those who were able to get in on it. They looked really sweet. Bond says, for real, the pride you take in and polish, the pride you take in and polish you apply to your brand is refreshing. Thank you. You know, I always look at the channel from the perspective of one day the last episode will have aired, and I'll hang my hat somewhere, and I'll still want to comb through the library of my work and be proud of what I find there. It's on YouTube forever, unless YouTube decides that what I do is dangerous, which they could. Instagram pretty much does. By the way, finally reached 1,000 followers on Instagram. Hey, let's go. Did you know I'm on Instagram? I bet not, because Instagram doesn't tell anybody. I'm also on TikTok. I don't do serious content on either of those places just yet. I'm on there for funsies. You know, sometimes I'll post reels. Sometimes manufacturers and companies want to converse over Instagram, whatever. But I recently hit 1,000 followers on Instagram. I never thought I'd get there. 3 years later, finally hit 1,000. I guess it's noteworthy. TikTok, I hit 1,000 in like 3 months. TikTok. We're catching up on the... No, we're not. Primary platform will always be YouTube, unless I am forced to go elsewhere. SC Rick says, Rollshambo, the front flipper on the Kunwu Compadre is satisfying. I gotta say, I know you're not crazy about the blade shape. I like the blade shape of the Compadre. I don't know what you're talking about. I do. I don't know what it is that's kept me from pulling the trigger. It's probably just ADD. Like, I get distracted really easy. I'm like, oh, look, sharp and shiny over there. Oh, but that's nice. And then something in between is what I end up getting. Yeah. Ed B says, Roll's like button is feeling neglected. Caress that thing.
This is Sparta!
If you would be so kind, Spartan, kick the like button. Let YouTube know that we're live. Let's do it. Gas Station Knives says, CBRX comments require no script either, just pure Oh, man. I left a heater in his comment section when he responded to Neves Knives and Outdoor 55. And you know what, guys? Like, I know some of you look at it and you're like, drama, we don't care. You know, don't do the drama thing. And I also know that some of you guys look at this and you just want your own opinion to be reflected from the people that have the platforms. So here's my opinion. CBRX for a long time has been doing very dishonest Rockwell hardness testing. And I say dishonest because it's one thing if you're ignorant and you don't know any better. I informed him months and months and months ago that Lieb rebound hardness testers are not capable of giving accurate hardness readings. They're not. And I gave him a number of different reasons. Now, I'm not a scientist. I'm not an engineer. But I have eyes. And even I can read a manufacturer webpage that says this tool is not meant to hardness test knives or other small metal objects like that. And then I asked somebody who is an industry professional, a widely respected person, Dr. Laren Thomas, and I said, hey, Laren, is it possible to get accurate readings out of a Lieb rebound tester? Even if, like, what if they use hand sanitizer as an interface? And he said, no, it's not possible. CBRX laughed in my face publicly. He's like, Laren Thomas is wrong. Laren Thomas is not infallible, but I guarantee he knows a hell of a lot more than that man. I told him months and months and months ago. Then good people in the community like Transparent Knives, shout out to Brian from Transparent Knives, started testing knives and also tried to reach out to CBRX, and CBRX ignored him. Long story short, there is a history here of that channel making claims that are not true, using equipment that is not meant for that type of testing on that type of material. And then he tried to act surprised when big channels finally got onto it and said, no, this is ridiculous because of this. And he acted like he was being attacked. If you want to know more about that, just watch some videos from Outdoors 55. If you want a good no drama video, just watch Outdoors 55 on his Lieb rebound tester versus HRC indenter style tester video. It's very non-dramatic, but it goes into detail as to why you cannot trust that kind of test on something like a knife. So, if you're wondering my opinion, CBRX is just a negative review hype monster. That's his brand. The following that he attracts are people that are tired of seeing all the positive reviews, and I get it. There's a reason why that group of people exists, and it's because, for one, channels like me, we don't review knives that we don't like. For two, knives have gotten really, really good over the last 3 or 4 years, and while there are still ones that aren't very good, most of the time, it just comes down to personal preference. Most knives these days are actually well made, with some exceptions. But I digress. All right. Gas Station Knife says, I have 2 Padres, never bothered to get a compadre. Maybe I should. Maybe you should fill out the collection. I want one. Welcome into Craig Vincent. He says, I no longer shoot from the hip. I'm old. I get replaced from the hip. The old 6-shooter. Just, What's up, Craig? Good to see you, man. Welcome in. B. Devious says, my OG scales just shipped for the Manix 2 Lightweight. I don't own the Manix 2 Lightweight. 15V coming soon. But I'm ready like SpongeBob. 15V is fire. It's one of the best steels that Spyderco comes out with. I need to drink some more water. All right. Welcome into Fred the Lug. Good to see you, Fred. How's it going? Craig says, Rolls, you may hang up your hat someday, but because of what you've already accomplished, you'll never have to hang your head in shame. Thanks, man. I hope not. Maybe, one day I'll look back and be like, I spent way too much money on knives. If they made you happy, then no, you didn't, is my response to future self. Stop judging me. Gas Station Knife says, maybe you should go back to the cutting board repair videos. Maybe you should. I don't know. Maybe he should just do honest reviews and give people accurate test results. KB says, Shambo, do you like men? Yeah, I like plenty of men. I got lots of buddies. Okay. That said, I don't get a chance to hang out with them very much because I'm married. My beautiful wife and I have a daughter. They take up a lot of my time. SC Rick says, sorry, Rollshambo. For some reason, I thought you didn't like the blade shape. The blade shape? Oh, of the compadre. No, I do like it. And for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, we are talking about the Kunwu Padre / compadre. Let's go. They've got them here, right? I think so. The Gringo. That's one that looks pretty cool. I like the honeydew texture on the Gringo. That looks sweet. All right. See what I mean? ADD. I saw something sharp and shiny, and I immediately got off topic. The compadre is around here somewhere. Compadre. Here we go. No, I like this blade shape, and I'll put this up right here so that my head isn't blocking the way. It's a beautiful blade shape. It's got a belly. It's got a stabby point that's reinforced. It's got a swedge that helps with cutting relief. No, it's a beautiful knife. I really do like that blade shape. And then, of course, which one would I go for? Because, you know, honestly, this is on my list of knives that I would like to check out. Will I? I don't know. I'm just trying to keep up with the latest and greatest that you guys want to see. $300. $319 for the diamond titanium handle scales and the DLC blade. Yeah. I get it. Satin DLC, Vanax, 60 to 62. Textured, I'm assuming those are contoured handle scales. Yeah. It's a 3.3 inch blade. How long is that? 8 inches overall. This is the Padre. This isn't the Compadre, but they're the same. They're the same knife. Okay. One's just smaller. I was about to say, wow, for a smaller knife, that's pretty big. I can see you guys in the chat already. You're looking at the wrong knife. You're looking at the wrong knife rolls. Probably. I get distracted easily. Don't judge me. How much smaller is the Compadre? Compadre is an inch smaller. Okay. 7-inch knife. For a lot of people, that's the sweet spot. Some people really like the 8-inch knives. Some people prefer a 7-inch knife. For me, the biggest thing is that it needs to. I need to get a full grip on it. A full grip is important. All right. Welcome into Caleb 1776. Good to see you. Bill says the Compadre is a bit snappier than the Padre. I haven't checked out either yet. I need to start doing that. Kunwu is doing some really cool stuff. I need to check out more of what they do. I've only had a couple of their knives on the channel. All right. Jim Miller says, give me a wrench roll. Are we without a channel mod at the time? We might be. Where's all my channel mods? You guys have left me? Hold on a second. There is something that I need to do. So hold, please. I don't have any elevator music, just the background music. Let's go here. You can't see what I'm doing. Don't worry about it. All right. But you know what? Hold on. I'm trying to find something here. Well, you know, I was actually going to go ahead and give Jim Miller a wrench. But the problem is, Jim, is that I try to find you when I go to add, and it just won't let me. Apparently there is a lot of Jim Millers. So unfortunately, it just won't let me. Jim, I promise you, You are, in fact, the next channel mod, and that is because Jim is a solid member of the community who is here every single live stream, every single live, and we appreciate that, Jim. So thank you so very much. We definitely appreciate your patronage. Jim, we will make you a channel mod. I just got to figure out why, when I type in your name, it doesn't actually pop up with you. So apparently there is a few different Jim Millers out there, but you guys heard it here first. The next person to get a wrench in the live stream will, of course, be Jim Miller. Try one more time. I'll have to figure this out later. We'll figure it out later. All right. Hey, shout out to David V for the $2 super. Says Jim Miller with the wrench. Jim Miller with the wrench. Oh, man. All right. So, Jim says you need his channel name. All right. Let me see if I can figure this out. I don't normally try to do tech support for myself during live streams, but you know what? We'll see if we can figure it out. Hold on. I think I know where to find it. I think. Why put off today? Wait. Why put off tomorrow what you can get done today? That's what I meant. Okay. I think I found it. I think. Maybe not. I'm missing over here. I am missing over here. Rainey says, I vote Jim. He's a G. Oh, absolutely. Jim is already a channel mod on many channels because he is a pillar and a cornerstone of the community. So I'm going to try one more thing and then I'll get back to the regular live stream, guys. One more thing. Just one more thing. Hold on. I think I know how to find it. When it comes to collecting them, nope, that's not it. You'd think that I wasn't new at this, right? Only been here for 3 years. Can't figure out how to make another channel mod. Go figure. I know there's an easier way to do this than the way that I'm trying to do this. But Jim, you are indeed going to be the next channel mod because you are here day in and day out. And of course, the people are voting for you, man. Give it up for Jim. Welcome into the Matt D. Says you could say YouTube is throwing a wrench in your plan. The way that YouTube lets you like tag people or not tag people is rough. Sometimes it makes sense. Sometimes it does not. It is what it is. Jim says, just ordered my Troll Hunter patch. Nice. Welcome into Paul Mills. Good to see you, Paul. How's it going, man? Gas Station Knife says, will the real Jim Miller please stand up? Oh, yeah. Jim. Jim just put his channel name out there. I actually searched for that. At Big Jim 55 Able. And for some reason, it will not populate. It's like there's too many other gyms. I'm trying, man. Like, you know what? I'll just show you guys what I'm looking at here. Here it is. So here's the existing channel mods, right? We got Bluminati Ninja, Oreo Dave, Mind of Milton. We got the Night's Edge, Gator Aaron, Matt Russell, Top Dog. Man, I haven't seen Top Dog in a while. Hey, it's Coates and Grumpy Grunt. And if I'd go at Big Jim 55 Able, nothing. So I am trying. And if I just type in Jim Miller, we get this guy, but that's not the right guy. So there's another way to do it, guys. There is. I just don't have the brain cells or the brain power to make it happen at this point in time. There's another way to find people where you click on their profile and stuff, and it allows me to do that. We're going to get on with the rest of the live stream, but we'll make it happen. Lone Star says, had to unsub from Tri-State because of the mods trying to hijack the chat. Interesting. You know, that's the thing, though, is you got to pick the right people. And when you do, you don't have to worry about that. Gas Station Knife says, I only watch Tri-State when I'm high on coke. Does the bleep button actually work? It's just a button. I don't hear anything. By the way, shout out to Jim for being a channel member for 21 months. Thank you so much, Jim. Ed B says, and none of them ever show up. They used to. But you know what? People get busy. Life goes on. Usually we've got some channel mods in the chat. Usually. All right. Yeah, it's weird because it should show up. It should. It just didn't. Which is a bummer. Yeah, I don't know why. Anyways, guys, So we're going to go ahead and get on with the rest. What's up, Todd Carr? Good to see you, man. Welcome in. Let's go, T-Rocker. How's it going, man? Welcome into Sever7. I'm trying to find your comment, but I don't do a good job of scrolling up. Guys, it's about time. Let's go ahead and hop right into some pocket checks. What's in your pocket? If you do become a channel member, you can share your pocket check in the Only Spartans Discord. Let's go. And here we are. Here on the Only Spartans Discord. We like to talk shop a lot. We talk about other things other than knives too sometimes, which is pretty fun. Today, we are in the live stream pocket check, starting with the first of the day, coming in with Vavelski. He's got the Concept Tipper, the Remette Meteor, and the TRM Bulldog. Super solid, especially on that classy piano. Is that a grand piano? I don't know much about pianos, but that definitely does look classy. There's another shot of that RT Meteor. Gosh, that looks good. Button operated frame lock. I definitely want one. And I really like the silver twill carbon fiber too. Bluetooth blade. He says, finally got a real one. I almost said Demco. It's a Cold Steel 8015. Super solid knife with the scorpion lock. I dig it, man. Let's go, Ed. Ed's got the TRM Atom and the Chapman Lake Knives CLK2D. Solid. Kevin Smith's got a nice carry as well. He's got the McNeese PM Mac 2 frag pattern. He's got a ProTech Mordax and a ProTech. I'm pretty sure that's the TR3 Integrity, but it could just be a TR3. I don't know. I also really like the Good Screw Driver. I always have one on my desk. Where is it? It's probably buried. It's right in front of me. Here's mine. Love this thing. Love it. Super quality. Nice tool for taking your knives apart. Definitely recommend. High quality. It's just fun to have on the desk. Very nice. Let's go. Craig Vincent, he's got the Cold Steel Tylite Chris. He's got a Cold Steel 8010. Are those titanium handles? Looks good, man. Civivi Vision FG. He's got a Spyderco paramilitary 2 in the camo G10 and DLC blade. Looks like, is that a tenacious? Blade looks a little short to be a tenacious, but it looks like it's tenacious. And then that one down there is a Miguron. It's not the Moyarl, is it? I'm not super Miguron knowledgeable. Gas Station Knives got a Knoll Knives Voodoo. Very nice. And I'm not sure about this guy down here. Good looking slip joint though. The Pond's coming in with the Tri-Stash. He's got the Olight Warrior Mini 3. And then, which pen is that? I'm not familiar with that pen, but that looks pretty cool. Ed with another photo over the broken, discarded remains of dinner. Those wings stood no chance. Wing night. Wednesday is wing night. I did not have wings tonight, but that reminds me that I want some. That's got to be the Knoll Knives. Is that that's the Raikou, right? It's not the Raiden, it's the Raikou. Pretty sure that's the Raikou. Very nice B. Very nice B. It's another Knoll Knives that I wanted to get but didn't. Not because I didn't want to, but because I just wasn't fast enough. Rainy's got the green carbon fiber carry today. Very nice. Is that the jungle wear or the toxic camo carbon fiber? Or is that fat carbon fiber on the paramilitary too? Not sure. I know that that's got to be jungle wear on that low drag jack. That's a low drag jack, right? I think so. Not sure on the fixed blade. Barrel fulcrum, Swiss Army knife, smaller Swiss Army knife. Good enough for government work. Accurate enough, right? Oh man. Hey, Mad Yako in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. I saw on the Instagrams, I think it was today, I saw on the Instagrams, Mad Yako is coming out with his own knife. He's trying to get it licensed. Are we having any success with that? You got to let us know, man. Do we have an OEM that's going to license that knife? The people want to know. I want to know. I think I missed some stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shoot on over to the stuff that I think I missed. Shout out to Neil McKenzie for joining the channel members once again. Shout out to Revolving Blades, another new channel member, or in this case, returning channel member. We appreciate it, man. Shout out to X-Sailor 007, another new channel member. And of course, Mad Yako. Guys, thank you so much. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. And if you want to join in the fun on the Discord, the invite link's on my posts section of the YouTube channel. Just scroll down, you'll find an invite link. Anyways, pocket checks. Oh, TC Blades. He's got a good one. First of all, he's got the Alien Boss Manix 2. And I know because that used to be my Alien Boss Manix 2. And then a Cortex XL. So good. So good. Nice. Nice carry, man. Dazed, he's coming in hot with Budget Lamia and my poor attempt at a mirror finish. I think it looks pretty decent. Call it a high polish. Yeah. Yeah. Is that one the Moyarl? I don't know. All the Migurons look like Moyarls. And nobody can say that right. Everyone loves that knife, though. Jim Miller's got the Weeziphius, the Brother 1610, and the CRKT SPEW. Very nice. The Weeziphius is one of those that I wish that I had gotten in on when they were new. But now that I got the civivi Sentinel Strike, which is kind of like the less expensive version, kind of. Nice carry, man. Very nice. Let's see. Revolving Blades. He's got the tactile rock wall. He's got the Feel Good Jack. I'm not sure on the fixed blade. And then that's the micro Troodon or mini Troodon. Nice, man. Let's go Big Jim with the Vortex Model 1. Crazy looking knife. I don't think I've seen the Vortex Model 1 before. Thanks for sharing. Let's go Warrior Guild. He's got the Vosteed Hedgehog. Ooh, that's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorites. I've got that same one and I love it to pieces. What a solid top liner lock option. Jim Cox also got the Vosteed Hedgehog with the blue aluminum. Very nice. He's got the Olight Arkfeld Pro. Or is that the Ultra? I think that's the Ultra. Yeah. And then what looks like the Chavez TAK, which stands for Tiny Ass Knife. I only learned that recently. I always just called it the TAK. And then I read TAK stands for Tiny Ass Knife. And it makes sense. It's not a huge knife. He's got the Ridge Wallet. I'm not sure on the pry bar. Very nice, man. Matt D with another awesome pocket dump. Look at that. He's got the SPK Lamia. Is that an SPK pry bar? SK pry bar? I don't know. The pry bar looks pretty cool though. The SPK One-Eyed Willie Pry. Yep. Herman Epica and the bandana from the homies at... Oh, you know what? He helped me out. He actually spelled it out phonetically. Papiripow. Good enough for government work. And the trusty Zippo. Nice. His photos are always so clean. Look at that. It's got the nice bokeh in the background. Very nice. I wish my pocket check photos were that clean. They're not. Xsailor007 says, Roll, remind me where the link for the daily carry is for the daily carry post. Okay. So if you're a new channel member and you want to know how to get to the Only Spartans Discord, you got to go to my channel on YouTube. You can just search it up, Rollshambo EDC. Here you'll find a section labeled posts. So if you click on that and you scroll down, sometimes you have to scroll down a little bit depending upon when here it is. So channel members can see this. This is marked as members only. It doesn't matter if you were gifted a membership. It doesn't matter if you are a 99-cent member or a $3 member or a $10 member. All channel members can see this. It says join the members only Discord. You click on this link. Again, that's in the posts section of, hold on. It's in the posts section of the YouTube channel. And that invite link will take you to the Only Spartans Discord. Once you're in, you're in. Just bookmark the page and you can stay here as long as you like. And then, of course, you can post in the Pocket Check for the live stream. That's this channel right here, Pocket Check live stream. All right. BK Obama, also known as John Bon Joner, he's got, hold on, that is a... Is that a modified quiet carry drift? Those do not look like stock thumb studs. I mean, I'd recognize those 4 dots anywhere. But that looks like a modified thumb stud and potentially modified anno job as well. With a hand satin finish. Dang, that looks good. That really does look good. Nice job, man. Mad Yako, he's got a knife that I do not recognize. This fixed blade on the bottom, I do not recognize. This one right here, is that a Mule Team in 15V with looks like dark matter red fat carbon scales? Is that a Mule Team? I'm not the biggest with fixed blades. He's got 3 of them. And then, of course, the Para 3 lightweight in 15V right up there. That's a cool shot, though. I like that picture. All right. And it looks like we are all caught up, guys. So, yeah, if you want in on the fun, become a channel member. You can join the Only Spartans Discord. Or not. You can if you want to. Miranda says the M4 Jungleware PM2 Jungleware low drag jack, dark matter green, MKM macro, Swiss Army knife deluxe, and the DLT Warhawk edition, and the Swiss SD Warhawk edition. Nice. I was never going to get 100% of that. By the time we get to the live stream, only a few of my brain cells are still firing. Vosteed has been killing it. Yeah, they've been doing a great job. Got a couple on my table right now. One that I'm going to be sharpening up here soon. This guy. Been putting it through some cardboard. You know, I got a little bit of tape residue on it. It's 14C. It's about to take a edge that is really, really good. Like the factory edge wasn't bad. Factory edge is decent. But the beauty about 14C is that you can lay back that edge angle. Like I think I'm going to take it to 17 degrees. It's going to make that edge bevel a lot wider, but it's going to make it really easy to strop to a blazing sharp edge. And it's not going to be difficult because it's 14C. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. That's one that I got on my desk. I've got another one on my desk, which honestly, I think that this very well might be the best budget knife that I've come across, period. Like I don't want to hear about anybody's CJRB Pyrite ever again. The Vosteed Porcupine is a far superior knife. And if you disagree with me, then we can still be friends. We just disagree. The Vosteed Porcupine is insane. Absolutely love this knife. Find reasons to keep it on my desk. It's so good. So good. Excellent ergonomics, good deployment option, good lock option. It's finger safe. It's got jimping freaking everywhere. I don't even mind the wire clip. I don't. I like what they did with the hardware, T8 hardware everywhere. Reversible pocket clip. They need to do a version of this in the Norplex Ultratech micarta. This is just the regular micarta, but they do it in the Norplex micarta. I'll be happy with that too. I would love to see one in carbon fiber as well with like an LMAX blade steel. Hey, Caleb, thanks for dropping by, man. We'll catch you on the next one. All right. Todd Carr says, many have wood stoves or gravity-fed oil stoves for heat backup. Us personally, we have a generator that can run a heat pump for emergencies. You need something for sure. It's always a good idea to be prepared when and where you can. You know, I'm very lucky that I don't have to worry too much about having a bunch of flashlights charged, even though I do. I don't have to worry about blackouts or brownouts, you know, when it comes to power and water. You know, been very fortunate that the places where I live are, for the most part, pretty stable. Mad Yako says it's the edgy American bitch proto, the Mule Team in 15V, the Para 3 lightweight 15V. Yeah, so it was the Spyderco Mule Team. It was the handle skills that were throwing me off. Para 3 lightweight and the K390 enough. There it is. I need to get my hands on a Mule Team. I do. All right. Mad Yako says, I like that. We could still be friends but disagree. Absolutely. You know, we recently had an election, and half of my friends and family are split politically one way, the other half another. And I saw so many people posting messages on like their Facebook and their social media. If you voted this way, we're no longer family. I'm like, really? Another 4 years, guys. 4 years from now, you're going to be looking at that like, well, you know what? Maybe we... It's not... Listen, I don't talk politics on the channel. I don't let my own personal stances be known because they have no bearing on my views of this hobby. So I don't talk politics. It's a good way to drive a wedge between people. It's a good way to ruin a nice Thanksgiving dinner. So yes, our disagreements are what makes us human. It's what makes us individuals instead of, you know, one hive mind of people. If we all agreed, it'd be a boring place. Some of the best conversations I've ever had are with people who I've disagreed with. You learn far more about your own personal belief system and your own opinions and how deep those are when you have someone that disagrees with you to talk to. The hard part for me is when I'm approached with a flawed logic. For example, when I show like a super nice American-made knife that's expensive, and then I get someone that's like, "You could buy a better knife for $50." It's like, define better. And those opinions are always just based in a lack of understanding. Ignorance is forgivable. But it is our differences that make us unique, and our ability to overcome those differences to come together and enjoy the same hobby is what makes us civilized. Ed B says, wire clip. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of wire clips. I'm not. Honestly, I don't mind it on this one because you can fit it over just about any material you want, and they're easy to replace. I can confirm that the Rips Garage Tech wire clip replacement will fit on here. You could put a Lynch Northwest wire clip replacement on here. There's so many wire clip replacements out there. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I'll probably just leave this stock. It's fine. It's fine. At the end of the day, as long as a pocket clip is functional and it doesn't mess up the ergonomics, I'm okay with it. Wire clips, generally speaking, do at least those two things. So a pocket clip that is functional and doesn't mess with the ergonomics is not a deal breaker for me if it's not aesthetically pleasing. I just don't like the way that wire clips look. I think that they look cheap. And oftentimes you can find them way too frequently on more expensive knives, which bothers the crap out of me. But the good news is that for those who are bothered like I am, you can get wire clip replacements, and I have. Tori says, love the porcupine, was really surprised at how much. Yeah, no, it's really good. I will say this. The raccoon is an amazing knife for the money. It's an amazing budget knife. If you ask me to choose between these two, I would go with the porcupine. I would. I really would. Luckily, neither of them are terribly expensive, so I don't have to. But if I had to, I would go with the porcupine. All day. All day, the porcupine is definitely where it's at. Jim Cox says, I don't have a porcupine, but the Pyrite Light feels cheap to me. That's because of the handle scale material. So the Pyrite Light, I want to say it's like an FRN, like a glass-filled nylon. Let's do this. Pyrite Light. Yeah, FRN. Yeah, so it's an FRN handle scale. So it's really light. FRN is feels like straight plastic. It's a good knife for someone that just wants a good cutting edge. You don't care about the quality feel of the handle scales. You don't need it to be super sturdy. Yeah, it'll be a good option. I have reviewed probably 3 or 4 different pyrites for CJRB. And so the last time they reached out to me, they asked me, would you want to check out the light? And I honestly told them, no. And I told them no because I don't get it, okay? I don't get it. The regular pyrite is already an inexpensive knife. I don't really understand if we truly needed a less expensive version with an inferior handle scale material. And after reviewing a handful of them, the question was, but why? But why? If you're going to buy one, my recommendation is don't go off half-cocked and spend $30. Spend another $20. Get one with the steel handle scale. You can get them with aluminum handle scales. You can get premium versions with titanium. You can get them in G10. All of which are better options, in my opinion, than FRN. No hate to those of you who look at this and say, no, the FRN is the way to go for $30. Save that $20. You can buy at least 1.5, dozen eggs. But realistically, but why? The regular pyrite is inexpensive enough as it is. Tori Casey says, to me, it's no comparison, a top liner lock versus a button. Oh, you mean between the pyrite and the porcupine? Oh, man. Look, what it comes down to, because if we take a step back objectively and we say, well, you know what? As long as the button lock doesn't randomly disengage, right? And when I say button lock, I mean plunge lock. As long as the plunge lock doesn't disengage with slight bumps and jumps here and there, like maybe you take out your knife and you accidentally whack the spine against something that you're next to. As long as it doesn't disengage while doing that, an EDC knife is not meant to be a hardcore knife. An EDC knife is meant to do small cutting tasks. But with that said, Just like people who buy expensive sports cars and drive them 10 miles an hour under the speed limit, we all like knowing that our gear is capable of doing more than what we put it through, right? Just like you wouldn't buy a Lamborghini that you could never get out of eco mode. Right? Let's keep it real. We like knowing that our gear is capable of doing more, not less. So from the standpoint of what most people are going to use an EDC knife for, opening Amazon packages, opening packages that contain more knives, from that standpoint, does it matter? Maybe not. But if we're talking about what makes a knife truly good, the stability of the locking system is important, and the use of a button actuated compression lock is something that Vosti is getting really, really good at. I would take a raccoon. I would take this guy over the FRN Pyrite 7 days a week. Jim says, don't talk politics now unless you could find a wrench for Jim Miller. I'll continue to leave politics out of it. Ex-Sailor says, got a Padre in the mail. USPS, please keep me in your... Oh, man, fingers crossed for you. Seems like the Postal Service is going through it. I've said it many times before. Just pay for the priority shipping if you can. We're seeing far less issues with priority shipping than we are with the Ground Saver. So if you've got the option for free shipping, U.S. Postal Service, and it's something that you're nervous about, the extra $5 or $10 or whatever priority costs is worth it for some extra peace of mind. It's not a guarantee that nothing will go wrong, but generally speaking, we see less issues with the priority mail than we do with the Ground Saver option, which is usually what the free shipping equals out to be. SC Rick says, I love the Bug Out Mini. I'm not big on the benchmade Bug Out. There's way too many good crossbar style locks out there, like this guy. The Geo Knife Ethereal, adjustable crossbar lock, M390 cryo treated, milled titanium, Damascus pivot collar, single-sided captive pivot. It's got a reversible pocket clip, and you'd never guess because the little tab right there is also machined. And so you can barely see the filler tab. Love it though. Yeah. Then again, not American made. So if you wanted American made, I get it. Tori says, I like a wire clip-on proper knife. Do I want one on a Herman? No. Absolutely. It's one of the few black marks that I can put against the Spyderco Swish buoy. It's a $450 knife with a paper clip for the freaking paper clip. First thing I did on mine was switch out that pocket clip. Todd Carr says 3 dots, not doors. Did I say doors? Man, it's been a long day. All right. The chat has gotten away from me. Ex-Sailor says porcupine versus quiet carry drift. Quiet carry drift. Quiet carry makes some of the best knives out there. No question. I'm sure that was a semi-serious comparison there, but this is a great EDC knife because it's not super expensive. It's got good cutting geometry, great ergonomics, a solid lockup, and it's made by a company that continues to produce really well-made pocket knives. Tori says, Rocker, I prefer my porcupine over my top liner lock raccoon. I really like the raccoon. Porcupine feels better in the hand, has better detent. I don't know. The detent on this raccoon is pretty good. Then again, we are talking about the difference between a thumb stud and a deployment hole. The action does feel more refined on this. I will say that. The action on the Porcupine feels better. I'm telling you right now, if you have a raccoon and you love it, and you don't have a Porcupine, just go out and buy one of these. You will thank me later. Everything that you love about this knife, but more refined. I don't know if the D10 is better than it is on this one, though. The D10 on this is really, really solid. I like them both. Todd says, plunge style button lock I would never recommend as a hard use folder, but for most EDC tasks, it's fine. Same can be said for slip joints. Absolutely. Absolutely. Again, we like knowing what our stuff is capable of. Hey, what's up, Ace Palone? Good to see you, man. He says, I like my Pyrite Light. Strangely, its button lock is the third most reliable button lock in my collection, but I don't like the FRN much. Yeah, that is kind of the downside to the Pyrite Light. Matt says, I've had my grail of grails sitting in one spot for 3 days. Makes me nervous. Ooh. Prayers, man. Thoughts and prayers. Hopefully it gets to you. It will. You know what? We're gonna jump on the positive thinking train. Let's do that. It will. It will get there. Yo, what's up, Bless? Shout out to a local legend in the house. We got Blessed Knives. Says, good evening, Rollshambo and all. As always, I'm late to the show. You're right on time, brother. You're right on time. It was shipped, priority, and insured, but still, it'll show up. It will. Hey, TC, what's good, man? He says the Boker Plus Keyhone is one of the best crossbar lock actions I've used. Really? I haven't tried that one. Well, actually, I almost said that I hadn't tried one yet. You saw nothing. Sever7 says, I like the Vosteed Martin a lot. Wish they would restock the Valhuns. Yeah, I want a XL version of the Martin. The Martin is one of those knives that they came out with, and it is so good. It is so good. But it's not as big as a lot of people want. I like it for a good, solid EDC carry type of knife. The contoured aluminum feels really nice. They do a really good job of cleaning up the aluminum handle scales before they hard coat anodize. And that's how you get that really premium, almost titanium-like feeling to the handle scales and really accurate colors. The Martin is great. I love the Martin. They need to come out with an XL version. Please, Vosteed, come out with an XL version, please. All right. Oh, we told people about the Voodoo drop, the Null Knives Voodoo drop. There is another one you might want to keep an eye out for from Golden Design Works. Golden Design Works has a knife that is dropping very soon, the Sub Caliber, in 4 days. So for those of you who are like me, who missed out on the Null Knives Voodoo, and trust me, I have no connection with Golden Design Works. 2 years ago, I reached out to them and said, hey, can I check out the Caliber? And they said, no. And then I reached out again. They said, we'll put you on the list and let you know when you can check out one of our knives. And they never got back to me. That does not mean that I'm not a fan of what they're doing. And the Sub Caliber is not a pre-order. They are dropping it on 4/6. and they're going to have a couple different options. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, shape, or form. I just think this is really cool, so I thought I would let you guys know. Especially if you are like me and you're bummed that you missed out on the Voodoo. You can get it in blue or what they're calling smoke, which is like the gray, and you can get it in knurled or dimpled. And the slim specifications, 7.5 inches overall, which I think is honestly a sweet spot. 3 ounces. Not very thick, 65 thousandths overall thickness. Without the clip, 48 thousandths. It's slim. It's slim. Blade steel is MagnaCut between 61 and 63, which is perfect. I'm okay with that. I mean, I'd prefer 63 plus, but 61 to 63 is totally fine. Maybe I wouldn't call it perfect. I would say that it's good enough. 61 to 63 is fine. It is 17 thousandths. 17.5 thousandths behind the edge. It's plenty thin. It's a flat saber grind. Beautiful looking knife. Again, I'm not affiliated with Golden Design Works at all, but check out these options. Like this one right here is kind of screaming my name. Arctic Storm fat carbon fiber insert, and it's like a full body inlay right here, but it's framed in the titanium. That's cool. That's really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Button operated frame lock. They're also going to have what looks like a dark matter carbon fiber gold. And I believe that's the same deal, but outlined in black titanium. And then, of course, what I know most people are going to go for, which is this one right here. I am curious, is that a, you know, what's more popular, the knurled milling or the dimpled milling? Blessed Knife says, as much as I wouldn't put out a blade in MagnaCut under 63, nothing wrong with 61 to 62. Oh yeah, absolutely. And I say this all the time. One of the things that I love the most about MagnaCut is that it has a very large range in which it can be properly heat treated. Laren himself has said that you can properly heat treat MagnaCut anywhere from 59, yes, 59 upwards of 65. That's a huge range. You just get different properties out of the knife at different ranges. A lot of fixed blades, a lot of people who run fixed blades want MagnaCut at 60 to 62 specifically, because at 60 to 62 you have even higher toughness, you have even higher corrosion resistance. Spyderco runs their MagnaCut at 62, maybe 62 and a half. And when they do that, they get a really good result. It really comes down to the toughness when we're talking about extended cutting sessions with MagnaCut. If you have thin blade geometry, the MagnaCut toughness does a great job of holding edge stability at those lower edge angles. That's why when Cedric and Ada, Pete from Cedric and Ada did his cut test with the Spyderco Mule team in MagnaCut, it nearly performed, and I say nearly, it was very close to performing just as well as the Maximate Mule team. And the Maximate Mule team has far greater wear resistance than MagnaCut. And it almost kept up. It absolutely crushed everything else. And this is in a rope cut test. So I think people just get it twisted because they're like, oh, wear resistance, wear resistance, wear resistance. Think about the big brown bear, the Sean Houston. Think about the Sean Houston heat treat protocols that Spyderco uses on 15V. You know what that protocol does? It makes 15V tougher. It doesn't make it more wear resistant. 15V is already plenty wear resistant. People don't know this. They're like, oh, it's special. It makes it even more scratch resistant, more wear resistant. No. It takes the 15V and it makes it tougher. And when you look at cut tests, what happens with the Sean Houston heat treat protocols that makes 15V tougher, you get better cutting performance in the end because you have better edge stability. It's less brittle. People don't think about this. Hey, there's a channel mod. Gator Aaron in the house. Aaron, what's good, man? Good to see you. We were without a channel mod for the longest time during the live stream. Oh, man. Todd Carr says, problem is sub 61 MagnaCut isn't great, and if that's the advertised range, good chance it dips below that number of 61. I don't know if it, like, so here's how it works, guys. Here's how it works. When you get a range from a manufacturer, most of the time, the HRC is going to be somewhere in between. So, for example, if you see M390 at 60 to 62, that means that batch is most of the time averaging 61. Most of the time. They give that range because there is always a variance of accuracy in Rockwell testing based on the tip that's used in the indenter style tester. So that variance in accuracy, sometimes it can be as small as 0.1, sometimes it can be as much as 1 or even 2 Rockwell hardness. And from knife to knife in the same batch, you can get variances of about 1 Rockwell hardness. So usually what you see is you will have some that come in at the lower end of the range, some that come in at the higher end of the range, and most of them hitting dead center in the middle. So when they say 61 to 63 on the Rockwell hardness, what that tells me is that they're hitting 62 most of the time. They probably tested a batch of like three to 5, and it came back, and most of them came back at 62. I guarantee it. That is how it works most of the time. So I'm okay with 62 Rockwell MagnaCut. That's what Spyderco uses on theirs. And you know what? I've come to just admit to myself, if it's good enough for Spyderco, it's probably good enough for me. Gator Aaron with the 10 gifted memberships. What? Thank you so much, man. And congrats to the new channel members. Welcome in to everybody. I definitely appreciate the support, Gator Aaron. Thank you so much, man. And of course, guys, if you haven't had the chance to yet, go join the Only Spartans Discord. He says, good to see everyone behave themselves. I tell you, 2025 has been busy. I feel that. On a personal level, I feel that. Do you see the bags under my eyes? I feel that. And shout out to Jay Korskinen, who's been a channel member for 18 months. Jay!
This is Sparta!
Says, patches. Ooh, patches. I've been thinking about channel patches lately. I've been thinking about merch. I get hit up all the time from these merch companies that are like, you haven't picked anyone to do merch with yet. I need to. I just need to pick somebody and do it. Tori says, I really like my full-size caliber. Would get the small one if he made a lefty. Unfortunately, he did not. That's a bummer. That is a bummer. Says when they hit 69, we can talk. Am I right? Oh, man. All right, guys. What else is new out there? You know what? Let's do... Why not? DLT. Coming soon. DLT drops. Have they updated anything? Not really? Okay. That's a shame. I was kind of hoping they did, but they didn't. The TRC M1XT Tanto. Made in Lithuania. Lithuania. Wow, I said that weird. I know for some reason people have been hating on this knife. The Shirogorov Ursus Quantum. I still want one. I still want one. I think these look really cool. And this one specifically looks really classy. With the curly birch inlay, look at that. You know it's well made. You know. But there is, of course, a reason why they're all still available, and that is because they have not been super popular lately. All right, what else is new? Let's do USA made blade. Why not? Got some hinderers, got some McNees. Look at that crazy TM Hunt full custom with curly maple. Now that is a fixed blade. $550. Looks like you could carve through the jungle with that. It's probably what it's meant to do. It's probably meant to be a knife that you could actually chop with. It's a 9 1/4 inch blade. Damn. Put that in your camping rig. Nothing will stand in your way. Those are crazy. All right, not seeing anything terribly new. What about NC Blade? I'm just doing a quick check, guys, just to see if I'm missing anything that's new or coming soon. Oh yeah, did you guys see these? The Spyderco Janisong? It's like a balisong, but designed by Michael Janich. I've seen videos of people flipping these around, and that actually looks really cool. They're made for people that do balisongs, but they more of in a self-defense style. $235 S30V. All the cost is in the design of this. If you don't believe me, look up Spyderco Janisong videos and you'll see what I mean. People do crazy tricks with these. They got some MechForce Peter Carey collab roadsters. The Yan Knife Chevron. Zircotai accents for $527. Damn. What's new? Yeah. All right. Well, I'm not seeing anything that's particularly tantalizing at the moment. Keep an eye out. Again, April 6th, Golden Design Works will be dropping the sub caliber. Keep an eye out for that. And yeah, guys, hold on. All right. All righty. Well, we're going to go ahead and call it there, everybody. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Congrats and welcome into all the new channel members, whether you signed up on your own or were gifted one. Thank you to all the subscribers. Thank you to all the haters who helped the algorithm go up. That's right. You do help the algorithm in the end, so I appreciate you too. Guys, that's going to be it for Wednesday. We'll be live again this Saturday at 8 p.m. Mountain, which is 10 p.m. Eastern, which is 9 p.m. Central, which is 7 p.m. Pacific. I hope I see you guys in the Only Spartans Discord. If you're not there, I understand. So for some of you guys, I'll see you soon. And for everybody else, we'll see you later.